Hello, and welcome to another round of Sarah Sabin's question time. And today's question is, Sarah, what are three simple tweaks that I can apply to get ahead at work? So, I would like to start by saying that I'm just going to cover this at a very basic level. Obviously, they are nuanced, but if you pay some attention to these three areas, it will start to change the game at work. So, number one is actually something that sounds a bit counterintuitive. Focus attention on some other key areas of life. So, quite often I talk to executives who put, let's say, 98% of their attention on work. And they do that because they're ambitious and they want to get ahead, but it's not getting them to where they want to be. And they're asking the question, well, I'm putting in all of this effort, why aren't I seeing the payoff? That's one group of people. You then get the group of people that put in 98% of their effort into work, they get to where they want to, but it feels kind of empty and hollow because the other areas of their life are kind of falling apart around them. So it will do you a world of good, both in your career and outside of your career, to strategically focus some attention on the other areas of life. I have done a video on what the 8 areas of life are, so feel free to go and check that out. But I will give you some key examples. One, physical health. Something that can completely fall away or mostly fall away during busy periods, but is absolutely crucial to performance at work. Passion, hobby, usually something that completely falls away with very busy executives, but is really key to bringing out fresh perspectives, new ways of looking at things, and new insights. And when you look at highly successful people, they have hobbies that they are committed to. So Steve Jobs had a hobby of calligraphy, which actually inspired some of the fonts that he used within Apple. The chairman of Goldman Sachs used to DJ every weekend, and he was a pretty successful DJ, from my understanding. And that's because they understood the importance of focusing on other areas of life as well. And literally, I want to reiterate this point, a few minutes a day or sometime each week is better than nothing. So it's not all or nothing. A few minutes compounds and compounds and compounds over time. So that's point one. Point two, stop speaking and communicating to please other people or to impress them. Now, actually, a lot of times people aren't even conscious they're doing that. They just know that their communication isn't really at their full power. And they actually need to do some work to uncover, actually, when I look at it, am I speaking to impress other people rather than speaking to add value? So within that, develop more awareness about what your intention is by speaking and speak plainly and say what needs to be said to create progress and add value. So that's a positive intention rather than it coming from a place of insecurity. And third is become more emotionally aware. This is a game changer for my clients. So when I work with clients, I take them towards a place of emotional mastery. And I will clarify that this does not mean you transcend emotions. It means that you develop more awareness around emotions and learn techniques to process them very quickly so that you can be in the optimal emotional state to be rational and to be intuitive and to make really good and profitable decisions. So, awareness is part of that, but also taking responsibility for your own emotions rather than blaming other people for quote unquote making you feel a certain way. And if you can start to do that, even little steps in that direction starts to change how other people experience and respond to you. And it's also a foundational piece in developing excellence in leadership skills such as communication.